Hello, Americans. Another friend subscribers around the world. Back here, man. So this morning, out here, especially out of Crick Bottom, trimming up stuff, clearing stuff, and all that, man. It's just a never-ending process, but it's also a process that I enjoy. I love my Crick Bottom. Man, check out this fancy new. You can see the light. See the light? See light? Anyway, new heated vest. Me and Miss Kitty got them sent to us to do a review on, man. Let me tell you what. Right now, I feel like on my neck, and on my back, and the pockets you can't get to because they're underneath here. But man, if I needed to, the heated pockets, man, it's like I'm running around with a heating pad or a heated blanket around me. So anyway, this morning, I'm getting ready to do some of this. I'm also going to take you in and get some more video to show you on stuff. With all the stuff, the train derailment down over in Ohio and all that. And I'll tell you what, man, me and Miss Kitty and Kevin D went down some rabbit holes this morning. Because you gotta be careful what you say on here. And for one thing, Black Rock and whatever the heck that other name. Well, we'll get into that crap in a little bit later. But they're the biggest stockholders in YouTube too, and Google, and YouTube, and Facebook, and dude, it is. You will own nothing and we will own everything. It's already happened. And you're going to be happy about it. Anyway, man, I'm going to turn this off for a minute here. Get this chainsaw fired up. Do some cutting out here. And like I said, I'll take you in, man. I got some more videos and stuff of them. Also stuff with the crick and stuff that's right there where the train, which the train, okay, we'll get into this stuff later, but that, and I've got the names and stuff written down so I can keep it all straight, man. I got so much stuff going through my head right now, it's about to explode. But, anyway, yeah, BlackRock and all that, yeah, they own that train company too. And then the head of, Washington, D.C., I can't remember his name either, but the head of the transportation, nation's transportation department or whatever the heck it's called, which would be trains, planes, automobiles, shit, everything, anything for transporting anything. The head of that, he is buddies, there's pictures of him, buddies of one of the head guy of the train company, or the railroad company. And that's why ain't nobody over there helping them, dude. This crap.
We got this clip here. Jack Posobiec, what the funk? Has anyone seen water do this? So let's start this clip over. We'll play it through talk. This is East Palestine, Ohio. Whoa, wait.
Whoa.
Wow.
That doesn't.
Oh, whoa.
It's all in the bottom of the creek bed.
Yeah.
That's what oil does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, except
So when the rock hits the water, it knocks all the chemicals up to the surface.
it's on the bottom. The different story was on top of the water.
Yeah, it's that vinyl chloride.
It's heavy.
So, well, it could be it's a group. They had a group of chemicals. These trains. There's three of them. Main ones. There's vinyl chloride. There's something called butyl acrylate, and then there's another thing called benzene, which is extremely dangerous to burn. They said that the benzene was only residual benzene, but this is like they're not going to tell you if there's a ton of benzene that got burned. It creates dioxin, which is a persistent toxin. It's the only one of those that's persistent. It's the dioxin. So really, the vinyl chloride is a half-life of like 2.3 days.
Wasn't there something about how the vinyl chloride was creating hydrochloric acid? I saw something.
I've heard that if it mixes with water, it can create hydrochloric acid. But apparently, the vinyl chloride.
What's going on, what the dangers are? Bioaccumulation. So a contaminant gets in the soil or the dirt or whatever, the plants absorb some of it as they grow, the insects will eat those plants, the birds will eat the insects, and then eventually at the higher level, the food that we eat will be heavily contaminated with these chemicals. I don't know specifically about the ones in Ohio, though.
That's part of why bottom-feeding fish like shrimp, or they're not fish, but bottom-feeding sea creatures are, they say, high in lead, high in metals is because of the
Mercury?
Or shrimp are bottom feeders?
Shrimp are bottom feeders, lobsters.
I knew lobster was. I didn't know
Mussels,
shrimps
clams,
were.
things like that.
Aren't catfish
Crawfish.
bottom feeders?
Yeah.
That's why they tell you not to eat bottom feeders, because they're full of garbage.
Yeah, the heavy metal falls down.
Okay, and the company's financial commitment has grown since, after the backlash of $25,000 being all they were going to offer these residents after their entire lives have been flipped upside down. Damn right there was backlash. You guys are sitting on millions or billions of dollars, and you want to offer $25,000 for what you've done to these people? You need to get, okay. So now they're saying that
I just love her. You can actually check her out, man. That's SquirrelTribe. Been watching her for a while. She is great. And man, she hits it too. So, hold on. Let me get situated here, man. Dude. So I wasn't. Well, I wouldn't say I wasn't going to touch on this today, man. We're out here in the trading post, as you can see, man. Got more stuff I got to pull out to sell, but I wanted to touch on this video. And this is going to be another one, man. And if, I'm going to tell you again, man, it's almost like a disclaimer that I start these videos off because I get so tired of stupid comments that if you don't like me jumping around from one subject to another when there's so many getting thrown at me, you're like, you're not getting even more. And, man, we ain't running through the field of daisies, dancing, because there ain't too damn much to dance about these days. And it's, man, dude, I'll be happy when we're out there mushroom hunting and fishing and all that. But, dude, I've got to touch on some of this. Man, I clipped some of that. That was Tim Pool was the one I clipped on. And then the SquirrelTribe. Yeah, I've listened to so much stuff, man. I've listened to, again, went to bed last night listening to podcasts about the stuff going on, man. Woke up watching, over at Rumble, man, YouTube, Spotify, man, any and everywhere, man, on this stuff. And then this morning, my son called, Kevin D calls, and man, we went down dang squirrel hole. He'd actually started going down a squirrel hole, and dude, I'm not even going to, you gotta watch what you talk about on here. But they're already throttling me from the last video, man, hugely. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny, man, especially when you don't have a bazillion subscribers like a couple of other channels that actually, which I like them, like the channel. Sorry, dude, dropped this whole packet of crap. But a couple of other channels put out a video, 3 or 4 hours on the same subject as mine, 3 or 4 hours after mine, and their counts, of course, because they have a bazillion subscribers, their counts, for people watching it, man, mine's throttled. Man, they actually, when I first put it on, which if you don't do videos, you don't understand it, but, because we monetize these, so you have to go hold through, and YouTube checks it and all that stuff, and mine came up yellow, which basically they're throttling it, and you ain't gonna get, pennies. You ain't even gonna get your pennies for the video. So that went on for a little bit. You gotta do a few things and got it to come up and it's green, but the counts are so, the counts should be through the, man, up to the heavens, man, on this stuff, because they're telling us now, which you'll hear here in a minute, saying how we're lying. That all the social media stuff, that this is, everything that we're putting out here is lies. That's what, New York Times or one of the journalist things. I don't read any of that crap, man, but I listen to it from her. So I got notes, dude. We went down, me and Kevin and Mom, which Miss Kitty, we're talking about everything that's going on, and, the train and wrecking and everything. I'm trying to see. Sorry, man. I'm trying to get shit together here. I mean, my stuff together. Gotta watch your language on here. Potty mouth, potty mouth. All right, let's get some of this crap laid out here. See, because then I ain't going over all this because it would definitely get me kicked off YouTube. Or throttled more, one or the other, or killed. Okay. So Norfolk, or Fork, whatever they call it, railroad company, the railroad company that crashed over there. As it turns out, and I can't think of that dude, the guy that runs Norfolk Railroad, the guy that runs that is, I could look his name up here, but probably be past by the time I get it. There he is. Secretary Pete, whatever his name. Sworn in on February 3rd, man. He's only been in there for 2 years. This computer's moving. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's that dude. And the head dude of the railroad company are buddies. There's pictures, man, floating around. I've seen them on one of the... Dude, I've watched so much crap. I had to go back on it. I've been looking for that map that I've talked about, man, where it shows the, tributaries and stuff off of the Ohio River, how some of it reaches all the way into Montana and stuff, and I've yet to find that map again, because, I mean, other than going out when I'm working, a lot of times I'll have my dang phone playing as I'm going, because there's just, oh my Lord, dude, I feel so bad for all y'all in Ohio and around, and the people that this is affecting, and now it's going to affect thousands of miles. I mean, this stuff's running down the river right now as we speak. So, I'm jumping around. I told you, man, get ready. If you don't like it, then change the channel. But, so this morning, trying to get these pictures. Oh, yep, that's the dude. So his, dude, he's got a good name, Pete Butt, a gig or whatever his name is. This, I'll be nice, man. This fella first came in I went into Ohio, man, oh yeah, man, this ain't gonna hurt nothing, and they're trying to pay, or the railroad company, Norfolk Railroad Company, the head dude for that, and this U.S. Secretary of Transportation are buddies. And like I said, there's pictures of them and stuff floating around. You can check all into that, man. You can fact check anything you want on me, man, because I don't put anything out here. If you find something that I'm wrong on, man, let me know, man, because if it's something that I feel that I was wrong on, then I would correct it and apologize for putting it out there. But I don't just hear something once and, throw it out there. And if any of you if you don't believe that, you can look on the messages and stuff when somebody else tell me something, and I'll ask them, man, give me the link to that. I want the link or the email or I want proof, man. I want proof of stuff. All this stuff is proof, man. Proof checked. And like I said, I ain't put it all out there because it would get me in trouble. But, okay, so you got these two. This duo doing that, so the Secretary of Transportation is trying to cover his buddy's butt. I did hear, which you'd have to fact check it, man, because I've only heard it one place because I was getting prepared for this video, is they're putting in for this Secretary of Transportation for him to resign. I think he should resign now for the crap that he's pulled. You can go into more of that yourself. He's in there trying to cover his buddy's butt. Dude, they are declaring that there is nothing wrong over there. That, none of this. And then something else I heard, which was quite the slap in the face. I don't know the for sure facts on this, but I did hear it a couple different places, that within a few days, just a couple, 2-3 days of them blowing up and putting this stuff all over everywhere, that 2 or 3 days later, they had the tracks fixed so that you could keep the trains going down. That would be this dude. But yet, people are leaving, getting pushed out of their houses, and all this. But man, gotta keep them trains going. Keep moving that shit. Dude, this stuff gets me so fired up. Okay, so let me see what kind of I want to touch on this. So we kind of went down this rabbit hole that I'm going to let you, I will invite you down, which it's not really a rabbit hole because it's all true. So it's really just going down into a cave with a hell of a lot of tunnels. The railroad company. Imagine this. The railroad company. If you look at the shareholder, which would be basically, that would be the people that own the company, or the, you know, if you own more shares than anybody else, and you know, you're lead wolf in that pack. Guess who it is? You can check this for yourself. BlackRock and Vanguard. So, let me tell you something. So we started doing some Googling on that. And Vanguard is worth this is their worth. This is how much they're worth. I'm going to change this battery. They are worth $8.1 trillion with a T. Trillion. BlackRock is worth 9.5 trillion with a T. Trillion. Okay. So to put that into perspective, you know, for old hillbilly like me, man, you start talking trillions and billions and all that. I'm just like, wow, that's a lot, man. Well, so we broke it down a little bit to be, you know, back down to where an old hillbilly could understand that a little bit more. So let's do it this way. 8 trillion seconds. You know, like seconds? You know, like 60 seconds to a minute? Seconds. 8 trillion seconds is 92 million days. 8 trillion seconds is 92 million days. Okay. Okay, man, that's still, man, that's like, ooh, that's a lot, that's a lot. So now, let's say 8 trillion seconds is 252,000 years. That's how much money those freaking companies are worth. It kind of falls back to that, you know, you hear that you will own nothing and be happy. Well, it sounds more like you will own nothing, they own you. So, man, all these notes, man, I keep looking at them and I keep thinking about it, but I ain't going there. I'm just going to tell you. After we started talking about that, and I have lists and lists and lists of of corporations and companies, all the way down to what you're watching right now, to Google, to everything, that the biggest shareholders, so who owns them basically, is BlackRock and Vanguard. Google anything, look around. That's what we did. We looked around everything to ball and cur jars. We looked around in there, man, and Kevin, you know, we were on phone call, and we're just looking at stuff that's around our place. Obviously out here out here, man, this is before they could own everything. You know, this is the old school stuff, man. This is the trading post. But we started doing that, and there was only a couple of things that they didn't own, either the parent company or have their hands in. They own everything. Okay, so that aside, man, let's listen to, I'm just like, wow, man. Let's listen to SquirrelTribe for a minute.
Mainstream media came out with an article this morning that is basically calling everybody on social media liars in regards to the train derailment in Ohio. And I want to just go ahead and start this video off by saying The article I'm about to read you is full of crap. So, here, listen, y'all, the amount of misdirection from, we're gonna go journalists, the amount of misdirection from some of these journalists and from these government agencies is absolutely ridiculous right now. So this article was actually on USA Today. And I want to just read you. I want to show you first the picture. I don't know if it's a picture or a video. What is this? Nope, it's a video. So you guys can see here, this is the, hold on, it went too far. I want you to see the actual images of the train derailment that they had up here with the fire and everything else. Where are we? So there's the plume of smoke that they, you know, set the fire and leaked the chemicals and plume of smoke, whatever else. But this article here, the very first paragraph in this thing pissed me off, and I want to read it to you so you can be pissed with me. A train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio, prompted an array of false and misleading claims on social media, where posts built on speculation, assumptions, or outright falsehoods accumulated millions of views. Here's the problem here. They, right there in that first paragraph, are lying. They are lying because they're saying that assumptions are outright falsehoods accumulated and that, you know, we've caused panic amongst all these people. Let me just go down here and I'm going to show you. This article says, sorry, my nose itches. They have here claims. So they give you the claim and then they tell you the truth, right? Claim. Residents of East Palestine have been told not to return by local officials. Well, they were told to leave for a while, and then they did come back, so that's not false. They were told to leave. Claim. Animals in the area are dying. They're saying that this is a false claim, okay? The claim that animals in the area are dying is a false claim, according to USA Today and this article. And then they go to write this. Thousands of fish are believed to have died from chemicals spilled due to the train derailment, but officials have yet to find evidence that non-aquatic wildlife was harmed. Guess what? Doesn't matter if they found evidence of non-aquatic wildlife being harmed. The fact of the matter is they did find evidence that it killed the fish. So claims animals in the area are dying is a true claim. Fish are animals, you dumb Like, I don't know what they... Listen. They think people are going to read this and go, oh, they're debunking the claims. No, they are literally giving the proof of the fucking claim right here. Claim, animals in the area are dying. Yeah, 3,500 fish across 12 species have died in the creeks and streams near East Palestine in the aftermath of the incident. Yes, that means that the claim of animals dying is true. It is not a false claim. They're not going to tell you about all the other animals, but they have to say that, yes, the fish have died because it is immediately proven, right? But for them to say that no animals have died, that is a false claim, and then literally right behind it go, yeah, but some fish have died, so clearly not a false claim. Then you have another one here. Dead fish and cattle have been reported hundreds of miles away. There so far has been no evidence of harm to wildlife or livestock other than the roughly 3,500 fish killed in the immediate area of the derailment shortly after it happened. Are they going to every stream that could be an off of Ohio River or could have been affected by this gas cloud, this smoke cloud where it's falling back down to the earth and the rain and whatever? Have they gone everywhere in the surrounding states to check every single thing that has died? No, they haven't. So even they cannot make the claim that it's a false claim. Just FYI.
I could let her play all day. She reminds me of my sister, man. I just love her, man. They're just, oh man. Dude. We, you know, going down the other rabbit hole with the company and all that. But, I mean, dude, when you have that kind of money, dude, they're trying to sweep this under the rug, man. Guarantee, man, that New York Times article or whatever that she is reading and them telling us that all us social media is that we're all full of crap and all that. I'm hoping. You know, they're trying to sweep this under the rug, man, because this, you know, us little... peons, nothingness, you know. Got to quiet the people down. Quiet the people down, man. They're interfering with what we got going on here. And then, I mean, is it all part of their plan? You know? But then once the people start, man, don't be surprised. I'm telling you, man, this internet stuff and us communicating, it's going to go away. Because they know, they don't like that. They don't like this at all. They don't want me up here in the Idaho Mountains talking to you over there in Ohio or Florida or anywhere. And they're going to put a stop to it. It's just a matter of time. And watching what I'm seeing play out with this, man, I hope it keeps going, man. We all need to stand up for the people down there in Ohio. There was another one, I don't think that the chemicals spilt, but there was another train derailment yesterday, man. I think it was in Michigan or somewhere. Don't know that for sure, but I know that there was another train derailment yesterday by the same company, too. Imagine that. Just a coincidence? I mean, holy smokes, in the truck. Yes, I know about all the other, dude, I keep, man, anything that's happening, man, if it's out there for me to read, I'm telling you, dude, I am. Don't want to live for this stuff. You definitely want to take a break from it. You know, I'll be going, there's still a lot of snow on the ground, so it's a good time to be doing it, but I definitely take my breaks from it. You got to breathe, but, them folks down there in Ohio and stuff, they can't take a break and breathe because they can't breathe the air. So we need to stand up for them. Good Lord willing, them creeks don't rise. We'll be back again tomorrow. See ya. Put your thoughts and prayers out there.